What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Locked on Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay. I would jump into a scrum and save JD's life if I had to.
Yeah,
I'm your host. Oh, get out of here. I'm doing an intro. Get out of town. Use your mute button. I'm not saving his life anymore.
Oh,
I'm your host, Kyle Demetrius. Back with me, as always, is JD. The William Eklund to my Jasper Weatherby. The brand
checks out.
The brand is strong, buddy. The brand is strong.
You're Locked on Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks. Part of the Locked on Podcast Network, your team every day.
Do you think people would be mad if I just screamed into the microphone?
Just Rudy
for 25
constantly.
minutes? Rudy! I hope he hit the goalie on purpose. That would be sick. That would be amazing if he did.
I don't think he did. I think he did try to stop, but then he got clipped by one of the Jets players and kind of got pushed in the hellebuck. So
that was sick. Everything was sick except for the start, where they scored 2 goals. I mean, the first goal was wonky. It was odd. There was only a couple guys that weren't sick. Everything else was sick. The Content Boys brand is just absolutely get in on this stonks train.
Off the charts
straight
right
up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Rudy goal. William Eklund setting up a power play goal. Eric Ragnarok is back.
Yep.
You know a guy's feeling it when he jumps on the ice for his first shift and gets the puck and skates the whole length, goes coast to coast on a piece of toast, and then just absolutely blasts a slap shot and is like, here, guys.
Yeah. I like the beginning, especially that first period where they were they had a lot of shot attempts, but they were just missing the net because it's they hadn't played hockey in a week, and it's people were kind of freaking out. But it's okay, settle down. It's the first period, but yeah, you could tell just the vibes around this team just so much better than what we've seen the last 2 years, and just they're exciting to watch play. And I mean, the Jets are supposed to be a pretty decent, a playoff caliber team, and for the Sharks to, basically control the game after the second period on, it's just nice to see, where we haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, you can just tell after Rudy scored. Hold on, I would like to quote the man directly himself.
Yes.
After Rudy scored, Hurdle was asked about when he jumped in, and he said, "I just tried to jump in there and save his life." And if you watch the clip, Hurdle football tackles the one dude, and then Timo's in there. Yes. Timo just flies in out of nowhere, and then the clip keeps going on, and Timo's checking his face for blood, you don't make me bleed my own blood, and he's got no helmet on.
That glorious hair. But I think that was actually after because there was the penalty that Balsers drew with the kind of the boarding play, and then Hurdle flew in there as well too, and then that was the Middleton fight after that. So, and you could tell I know we're kind of mad about fighting in Middleton, but
Middleton was fine.
Yeah, he was fine. He was better than I expected.
He is just a guy.
Yeah, but after that moment, the Sharks had all the juice after that.
They this is the vibes only Sharks team. You remember how fun 2018-19 was?
When they were super stacked.
We're getting back to that, where it's just vibes only. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Should we start? Where do you want to start? There's so many things, so many brand check marks that are happening.
Let's start with the new team dad, Tomas Hurdle, who was a beast.
He gave him the gladiator.
Yeah,
let's get going.
The gladiator, as he's going to the penalty box, was a absolute monster last night. Hockey Stat Cards, who tweets out all the fun analytics and stuff like that. Tomas Hurdle led the way with he was just, everything was positive with him. He had a goal, set up another goal. It's good to see.
But he played 16 minutes and 42 seconds, so he didn't get overworked. But
yeah, that's perfect, especially when you're leading. You roll your 4 lines, and Bob said that after the game, where he was happy that he could just roll the 4 lines throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and I think it helps all summer when they signed Bonino and they signed Cogliano. Our suspicions were that they were going to be able to take minutes away from Couture and Hurdle, and especially in high leverage situations. We saw Cogliano play on the power play, the penalty kill.
Yep.
And score a goal. which was sick. Yeah. Was Benino on the penalty kill too?
He played a little bit on the penalty kill too as well.
So
yeah.
That's two competent penalty killers right there. And then obviously Cogliano and Benino were out at the end of the game as well, defending the lead when it was 4-3. Just good stuff all around. Like, you don't need them to play like a ton of minutes. Like, Cogliano only played 12:56. Benino actually played 20:43. So that's perfect.
And he led the team, or led the forwards in shorthanded time. So, which is why he's here, right? Because now,
that's exactly, he's doing his role.
Yeah, like Hurdle only had to play like 52 seconds of shorthanded time. That's great. Like, now Hurdle can go do cool, fun stuff, which is what we've wanted to see. So
yeah, and he looks good. He looks like the Hurdle that ended the season last year at a PPG.
Yep.
The episode, obviously the episode is gonna be titled 82-0 is in play, because
yes,
obviously it has to be. But man, the Sharks just looked better. They just looked like last year. They looked like dog shit the entire season, just straight dog shit.
Yes.
And just watching them and looking at the stats and stuff, you're like, oh, this guy played bad, and this guy played bad, and this guy played bad. This time around, when you look at the hockey stat card, when you pull it up, the only guys that were actually truly in the negative, more so than the positive, were the Vlasic Šimik pairing, which was a horrific train wreck, and then Jonathan Dahlin. His individual was above, but his defense really pulled him down to the negative. But even then, he's a rookie.
First game.
Not everybody's William Eklund. Even Eklund didn't have like a standout game, but god damn, William Eklund is skilled. Holy shit. That power play goal where he takes it off of the point and walks in and takes a perfect shot through the screen. Like, the dude, should we just go to the E5 jerk-off section?
Before we do that, let's take a quick break.
Can I watch him on DirecTV?
Yes. So, I'll take a quick break and talk to you guys about our friends over at DirecTV. They have a new thing called DirecTV Stream. And if you're a person who's got one device to catch the game live, another one lets you stream your favorite shows, you're watching sports highlights on your phone, you've got your neighbor's best friends log in for the good stuff, now you don't have to worry about that anymore. They have a new thing that lets you get your TV together called DirecTV Stream. It brings your live TV and on-demand favorites together like never before, so you can watch your favorite sports, movies, and shows all in one place. That means no more juggling remotes, don't need to buy another device ever again, and the best part, there's no annual contract. So get rid of the clutter. If you're like my wife, she hates the wires and the confusion, and get your TV together with DirecTV Stream. You can learn more at directv.com. That's directv.com. Compatible devices required. Content varies by package. Yeah, let's start with Eklund, and then we'll talk about the rest of the rookies and how they did. So, Eklund just making fools look stupid after they try to check him. He actually mean mugged our new favorite guy, Haskins, who he slipped by a check and just stared him down for a good 5 seconds as he skated by him. But yeah,
Eklund is so sick.
Eklund's so good. And then he got to do the post game interview, and it talked about going to IKEA with Laura Jasper.
Long may he reign.
Oh my God, long may he reign. So yeah, it's because how many times, oh yeah, we'll have our Daniel, your Takens, and all these dudes. They're going to come in and play and do fine. And it's like, no, they actually have talented young guys who can step in right now and contribute right away.
Yeah, the thing with Eklund is that he looks like he's not a rookie.
Yeah,
like at no point last night did he make a play where you're like, well, that's a rookie mistake. Maybe the trip, but even then, trips happen all the time. I'm not gonna fault the guy for tripping somebody.
Yep.
So he just looks like a guy who's been in the league, knows what he's doing. You would never know that he just turned 19. There's literally 0% chance you would know that just watching him. They can't. It's been one game, but man, do you want to overreact, because they cannot send him back. He's just on this team.
Also, Calder watch. 1 point for Eklund, 0 points for Cole Caulfield.
Yes, get out of here, Cole Caulfield. Canadians. And they've played 3 games already.
Yeah, get out of here, Locked On Canadians. We'll see you guys soon. But yeah, get out. So.
You got to think he's the clubhouse leader now. I don't know how many other rookies have points.
McTavish has got a couple points.
Oh, he's got 2 points. True, but he's getting sent back down to junior.
because that's the Ducks are very cheap with their contract.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the one and only Lord Jasper.
Oh God.
That goal where he just first of all, Eric Carlson with a beautiful pass on the power play. And
Can we
Jasper,
I will hear zero Eric Carlson slander from now on.
No.
Just don't mention us. Don't come into our mentions and be like, well, actually, the sample size was 20 minutes and he looked like this for a 3-game stretch in December of 2018. I don't give a shit.
His war last season.
He looked so much better. He looked like an actual human being out there. It just the haircut. It's the Ragnarok haircut.
It is.
He's back.
But Lord Jasper with a great play down there. Just freaking snipes it by Hellebuck. And as we talked about in the preview episode, where Hellebuck is literally one of the best goalies in the world. And Lord Jasper showed he belonged. And I think as the season goes on, he's going to start to soak up more and more minutes and kind of be in those crucial opportunities. Much more like how we saw with Gambrell last year, but a lot more talented than Gambrell. So
that's it does. I would go as far as say it doesn't look anything like Dylan Gambrell.
No, but last year where Gambrell was eating up penalty kill minutes and doing in a lot of high critical spots, just more talented.
It's much safer with Jasper only played 10:43 I think it was. Which is perfect.
But every time he stepped on the ice, he was making an impact. So.
Yeah, he clearly the right decision was made to start him off as 4C. We'll obviously see how he gets in game by game, 8, 9, 10, 12, see how he's adjusted to the NHL. But clearly the right decision was to have him start the season as the 4C. Lane Pedersen,
you could have
told me he didn't play. He was perfectly cromulent and didn't really know what happened there with him. Jonathan Dahlin played 14:45. He obviously doesn't play on the penalty kill. No. And did he get power play time last night? Do you have it up there?
He did get power play time last night as well, too.
So he's going to be you look that up. He's going to be a high skill guy that plays in select situations, but playing Jonathan Dahlin 15 minutes a night and then swapping him off the first line when throwing Cogliano in there with the final 3-4 minutes of the game where you need that defensive presence, totally fine. I'm okay with that. It's when Cogliano starts playing in the end of the first period for Dahlin, but that didn't happen. So pretty okay there. I'm sure Dahlin will bounce back. Not everybody can have an outstanding debut. Obviously, I think Eklund, despite his hockey card and stuff like that, looked a lot better and played a lot better. Jasper obviously played quite well as well. So I'm not concerned with Dahlin yet. Are you?
No, I mean he played over 4 minutes on the power play, so that shows he's getting at least getting put in good situations. So
he's a skill guy.
Felt like he definitely was a little bit more of a passenger on the Timo Couture line. Timo was everywhere last night doing all things.
Maybe the best player in the game.
I would give it to Hurdle. Hurdle was the best player in the game last night, but Timo was probably number 2 for me. I think Dahlin though, once that chemistry builds on that line, like you said, I'm not worried about him. I think if we're getting to game 9, 10 and he still hasn't really kind of shown much, then we can start to have that conversation. But
Jake Middleton, he's a guy, and you can't fault him. He played perfectly fine.
Fought a dude. Guy. Who did he fight? I'm kind of blanking on it. But I mean, half the let's see, he fought Logan Stanley, who's a big dude. So he's like 6'8". I think he won that fight. So yeah.
If I think Hataka raises the skill ceiling, obviously. It gives you a little bit more, but I don't think that we will see Middleton in the next game. I think the more concerning thing is that Vlasic Šimek was a train wreck.
Yeah, and they kind of
were bad.
They were bad. That bottom 3, they kept switching out and kind of rotating who's playing with Carlson there. But I would rather, especially now that we know Knyzhov's not going to be back for 2 months. Mm-hmm. That this just in, he's having surgery, so he's out. Timeline's 2 months, so I assume he'll be on IR here really soon. Mm-hmm. So, but I think Hataka, you should at least throw him in there with Carlson, because you're going to see a higher skill level and then just rotate who you want between the bottom pair and just.
I'll almost put Hataka in and then put Middleton in and then bench Šimek.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't. that was a rough first game for Vlasic Šimek.
Yes.
And especially because we're like, yeah, Vlasic looks like he's taking a couple steps forward back to where he was. He's quicker to the pucks and stuff like that.
It's no. He looks slow again.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, he looks slow. And then two, where it's just like when he has the puck and he doesn't have a clean outlet, he almost kind of panics. And it's like you shouldn't see that from your, defenseman who's played 16 seasons in the NHL. So it's like you'd like him to kind of take a breath and try to, find the right pass. But it's like I don't because he doesn't have the foot speed that he once did. So it's harder. I think it's a little bit slower for him. So
yeah. Conversely, on the flip side, Burns and Carlson were absolute dynamite, both of them. Brent Burns is actually played pretty good defense.
Yeah.
And you can tell the hesitation in my voice because that's not a sentence I've said very often over the past 3 years. But yeah, he played good defense, and he was an effective. He was a game changer, and I think Brent Burns' career has been made, especially in San Jose, has been made on being a game changer. He obviously won the Norris and finished the top 3, I think, 2 other times. You need him to be the game changer, and obviously Erik Karlsson, it's well known how much he gets paid and what he's done, and he's the best defenseman of his generation. They changed the game. They were making plays happen. You weren't worried about what was going on out there. You weren't worried about Erik Karlsson getting beaten like a rented mule every time he stepped on the ice against a skill guy. It was sick. And if those two guys have brought their skill back up to a level that we're more used to, obviously I'm not saying that they're up at Norris caliber level, but up to a level that we're more inclined to, those first pair, Sharks are going to be competitive.
Yeah, and I think Erik Karlsson spending this summer in San Jose and training there, and you know what the word on the street is, Kyle? Word on the street is he turned to Built Bars to help his training this year.
Do you think he turned to Built Bar because of all their delicious flavors?
I think they have his favorite flavor. What do you think Erik Karlsson's favorite flavor is?
Maybe a salted caramel guy.
He does look like a salted caramel guy. Yes, we heard about the salted.
Maybe something weird.
Yeah, the salted licorice thing. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Maybe he's a weirder guy. Maybe he's like a fruit guy, like a raspberry guy. Maybe he loves raspberry. Maybe he loves Rocky Road. Maybe he just embraced North America and just loves Rocky Road.
The chocolate on chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. My little marshmallow.
Yeah.
Maybe orange is his favorite. Who knows? But the thing is that everybody can find their favorite because there's something for everyone. And the key is that if you've not tried them all, you can get a mix box and get 2 of each of the 9 flavors. And if you have tried them all and you have a flavor, you can just get a whole box of the one your own. Like I get a whole box of mint brownie. I don't need to mess around with cherry barcia. Just get the one I like. And the thing here is that not only are they good tasting, they're healthy too. 17 to 18 grams of protein, calories ranging from 130 to 180, depending on the bar. 4 to 5 grams of sugar, only 4 to 5 grams of net carbs. All these amazing flavors, and they're all healthy. So order today and get your favorite, or get the mix box. And when you do, you can pretend like you're on the U.S. track and field team because Built Bar is the official protein bar of that team. So go to built.com and use promo code LOCKED15 and you'll get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCKED15 for 15% off at built.com. Imagine Erik Karlsson puts up like 55 points this season.
Oh, man. It'd be great.
It would be sick. Imagine you put up like 65 points or 70 points. Imagine he's a point per game player.
Then the Sharks are going to the playoffs. So
my God, yeah, they'd be competing with Vegas at that point.
Well, with Vegas too, because Pacioretty is out and Mark Stone's out right now. Like and Pete DeBoer teams are
baby.
Yeah, Pete DeBoer
Sharks are winning the division.
Let's go! Woo! But yeah, like Pete DeBoer teams are notoriously slow starters, and if they have some bad injury luck. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Not saying, but we are saying.
Yeah, wink.
The Sharks are going to the playoffs as the first team in the division. Eat your heart out, Colorado.
Yeah.
No, but if Timo Meier, who played amazing last night, he had the highest expected goals for per 60 according to Micah at Evolving Hockey. No, whoa. According to the Twins at Evolving Hockey.
Oh, yes. We're getting our...
Micah is ineffective math.
Yes.
Timo looked sick. Timo looked like a guy who maybe realized that he can't just chill on his contract and there's a new one coming around. And he was on the third line last year and played all 5 preseason games this year.
Yes.
There's only 3 of them. Eklund, the Lord, and Timo were the only ones that played all 5 games. So
He actually played both split screen games at the same time. I don't know how he did it, but he was doing both the split screen.
He was doing it. He was out there just balling out.
But yeah, it's a healthy, engaged Timo that's just
18 minutes.
Yeah, and
Big
just
real amount of time.
Just like going to the net. Like every time he had the puck, he's just like, I'm gonna go to the net, I'm gonna go to the net, I'm gonna go to the net. And that is what we want to see from Timo. If he keeps doing that, he's gonna score goals, or he's gonna set up guys for those easy tap ins like Rudy had, type of thing, where it's just like, yeah. Timo's gonna
maybe the secret ingredient was putting him on the first line the whole time.
What? Putting Timo Meier with other skilled players. Be still my heart.
Would you like to take a lap on Mario Ferraro being named alternate captain, one of the 4? I don't know why they do 4 and then a C. It's just so aggressive.
Well, I mean, it's not the New York Rangers with their like 25. Everybody's an alternate captain, but I think because they do 2 guys at home and then 2 guys on the road. So yeah, but yeah. I believe I called that. Ferraro looked good last night. He had a really nice intercept where he intercepted a pass in the blue line and broke it the other way, but wasn't able to do much with it. But yeah, Ferraro looks good, and yeah, I think he's a good alternate captain or assistant. Is it assistant? I can never remember, assistant or alternate. Alternate. He's a good, because he's that kind of bridge guy between the old core and then all the young guys coming up. So perfect guy.
Kevin Labanc, ghost status.
Yeah.
Slimer.
I will say though, the Labanc line, we talked about that the third line with Labanc, Nieto, and Benino, how they were probably the most important line going into the game. And they did a good job according to Natural Stat Trick. They were actually their Corsi for was 77.78%, which is good.
Woo!
Yeah. We like to see. So it means they were driving shot. They outshot the other team 3-1 during that time. But yeah, they had a lot more events and stuff like that. So
where were the other lines at?
The Darlene Couture Meyer one was that was at 45%. They 5 shots allowed. The Weatherby line was 33% Corsi, and then actually the Hurdle line was 30% Corsi 4.
No.
And they got outshot pretty badly.
Does it tell you who the matchup was?
It's not pulling up right now, so
that's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, that Bedino line did what it was supposed to do. So and like I think with the Hurdle line too, they were providing more on the power play, which is something we wanted to see, was a much better power play this year, and it looks like we might have a much better power play.
Yeah, I just keep going back to William Eklund walking off the blue line around a Winnipeg Jet, and he was like, "I'm just going to shoot this now." And oh boy, I don't know. The goals is just a cum festival of the content, boys.
Yeah,
Cogliano from Couture and Burns, it's fine.
Yeah.
Weatherby from Labanc and Eric Carlson, Hurdle from William Eklund and Jasper Weathersby, and then Rudy from Meyer and Hurdle. Oh my lord!
Yeah,
it's they just this. If nothing else, the team is actually gonna be fun to cheer for. It doesn't seem like a slog. Like after one game last year, I was already.
Even they won that game last year, but it was still just like this. Like they had to grind out everything last year. Well, this year, the offense just looks more fun. It looks more established. I know the defense is still the defense, but
hey, Eric Carlson and Brent Burns played fine. They played well, actually. They were 2 of the best 5 players in the game. Yep. Like the best people for me were Hurdle, Meyer, Carlson, Burns, and probably Rudy.
Yeah,
maybe the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with those. Yeah,
that's the thing is that last year we'd be like, well, Labanc had a decent game and Couture did and Hurdle did, but then it kind of gets dicey from there. Whereas now I'm just like, there's Carlson and Burns and Meyer and Hurdle and Rudy, and then we were like, Lord Jasper, Eklund played not bad. Haven't even got to Couture.
Yeah, Couture.
Benino, I haven't mentioned Benino, who played really well.
Yeah, and then 2 is, I mean, the other thing too, compared to last year, where after the Sharks were down 2-0, you felt like, okay, well, Martin Jones is going to give up another, 2-3 goals here, and just,
Aiden Hill battled.
yeah, the team battled back, and I think Aiden Hill made some saves when he had to. The goal where there was a miscommunication between him and Carlson, like that stuff will clean up as the team continues to play together. So yeah, stock up, baby, as they start this road trip.
Yeah, for sure. Like that was the best way to get in the thing. And I think Aiden Hill is probably gonna be better than Martin Jones for the last 3 years. It just looks, they're more confident in front. So stock up. It's gonna be a tough road trip. It's 5 games to start your season with lots of rookies. So it's gonna be tough. But hey, you couldn't have asked for a better start, probably.
Yeah,
maybe an Eklund Hattie. I know. The content boys will be making a proclamation. We will not be referring to him as the Gecko.
No. He is E5 forever in our hearts.
The Gecko ain't it, Brent Burns. And beat reporters who keep calling him the Gecko.
Which he does not like that nickname.
No, that was the fake account that tweeted that.
Yeah.
That's so sick that there's a fake account and people keep using it in like articles, and like the president of the Sharks is like quote tweeting and stuff. It's so funny. It makes me laugh every single time. The Gecko's just dumb. I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. Not for me.
Nope.
No, it is for me though. Twitter. Do you have any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Nah, I mean, it's just good vibes, buddy. Let's enjoy the good vibes.
Just good vibes. All right, vibes only from here on out. If you would like to send us vibes, you can do that at Locked On Sharks on Twitter. There's actually there was a tweet last night that made me laugh. I was not tweeting; it was JD. I gotta find it. You think I'd be prepared for this, but nay, I am not.
While you dig that up, you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, also at Locked On Sharks, where I am manning that. So yeah, you can DM us your show ideas. Make sure check out all of our lines, and then we have a little game stat graphic after the game too to see all that good stuff. If you have questions about the analytics, also we're more than happy to answer that. We did have a question about the shot blob, so we're more than happy to explain that to you guys. And I think Kyle has his stuff here.
Yeah, no, I can't find the tweet.
It's okay.
But we've been getting emails. I'm gonna go find them. I'm gonna go backwards because that's how emails work. The newest one's on the top. This one's from Gray Sato. Strange name. It said, Hurdle impersonator for hire. Hello, I was very impressed with your portfolio. And they called you Jocko Dominguez Young. And I was wondering if you would be available to be for hire as a Thomas Hurdle impersonator for my great stepmother niece's bachelorette party. Please do let me know. If you guys haven't seen JD without his shirt on, you don't have to, but if you really want to.
Yeah.
Made it happen. Said Steve.
I'll have to check Mrs. Fryhole's schedule. So, yeah.
She is part of the package deal.
She is part of the package deal.
And it said, P.S. Do not bring Kyle. We have beef. I don't know what happened there. Couldn't tell you. Where is the next one? This one's from Dana. Just a lot of fellation how great we are at the beginning.
We do appreciate that.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah. Awesome. Very glad you watched Sex Education. It's a great show. She asked us a question about what is our favorite memories from the tank, and I figure we can do it now. I've never been. My favorite memory is looking at it as I drove by.
Cool. My favorite memory from the tank is Game 7 against Nashville when the Sharks won 5-0. And
Pecorine shit his pants,
Pecorine
soiled his diaper.
Yeah, spoiled his diaper, broke his stick, and just how insanely loud that place was at the time. So
that's cool. She ended the email with "Have a great day and praise be to the Lord Jasper and our Savior William."
Praise be.
Dana then followed up after saying, "LOL, I'm so dumb. I fucked up my own Twitter handle," which is great. That's pretty funny. Somebody also sent in an email. It's from the name of this person is not Jake Middleton. Says, "Howdy, men." Men, first of all, great. Howdy's good. This is a real cowboy vibe here. This is Wild West. I had a few pressing notes I'd like to share with you. First, I petition that William Eklund, bracket our Lord and Savior, praise be. Our brand is so stupid. Has his nickname replaced with Bill. I will say nothing more on this matter. I will make a motion here. Denied.
Yeah, because you have Wild Bill Carlson right here in the division.
And it's just It's uninspired. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not Jake Middleton. Just not the Bill nickname. It's just uninspired. Billiam, however, great nickname. Secondly, In-N-Out fries are absolute garbage. Okay, he's back. If I was prompted with the dilemma that I had to either eat one serving of In-N-Out fries or do something horrible, I'm not going to read what it is. They would do the horrible thing. Thirdly, I suspect that Middleton used a burner account to ask our terrific hosts, thank you, why they aren't pleased that he made the team out of camp. That is all. Thank you, content boys, for the content. Keep them high and tight. Thank you, sir. And I think, oh no, did we read the Darren one? Oh, the last one. From Darren and Steve. They're feuding about In-N-Out.
Oh, good.
Darren sent us RE In-N-Out French fries. This is going back. They're back.
Yeah.
I had not seen that my food combatant had taken to the YouTube comment section. Here's an article from James Beard award-winning food columnist Lucas Quan Peterson of the Los Angeles Times, and then actually embedded a link to this fucking article about how bad they are. If anything, you would think that a major paper from the home of In-N-Out would show bias for their food and give their fries a passing mark. How wrong you would be. Quan Peterson ranks In-N-Out fries dead last of the 19 chain French fries that he rated on a scale of taste and texture. And he says, quote, and bringing up the rear is In-N-Out. Before you tell me there's a way to hack these fries or somehow make them better, either by loading them with American cheese and secret sauce or by ordering them well done, I will grant this. It certainly doesn't make the fries any worse. Just as dumping the fries into a dirt pile on the shoulder of a highway access road and running over that pile with my car would also probably not make the fries any worse. He then signed off, unquote, or dequote, stop quotes. Darren signed off with Go Sharks, and then action motion, West Side Story snaps back into the recesses of the internet. Thank you for the emails, everybody. LockedOnSharks@gmail.com. If you haven't sent us an email, thank you for your service, because I have to read these shits online, on air. If you'd like to follow JD, you can do that at MyFryHole.
Kyle, of course, is at Kyle Demetrius.
It's backwards on Restream. That's why we always screw it up. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow to preview Sharks at Habs, a matchup near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
The Shabs matchup.
Thank you for making us your first listen. Praise be our Lord and Savior, William Eklund.
Bye, friends.